few were witness to Ripley's standoff against Michael Bishop and ultimate sacrifice made in the furnace of Fury 161. Dr. Sora Matsushita was the only member of WEYLAND-YUTANI's rescue team to speak to Ripley besides Bishop. He advised her of the procedure she would undergo to remove the alien queen embryo from her body. Ripley, of course, did not choose to trust the company, but it was an opportunity that Dr. Matsushita didn't soon forget. More of his history would be explored in Alex White's novel Alien into Charybdis, taking place about 5 years after the events of Alien 3. Be warned, spoilers for Into Charybdis will follow. In 2184, a distress call was sent from the Hasanova colony in the Iranian-operated Charybdis installation, formerly known as LV-991. The USCM responded to the distress call, leading the way for the Midnighters to take on the operation. The Midnighters aren't the same kind of elite as the SEALs, Rangers, or JTACs. They're obscure and well-funded, with a whole lot of special, one-off clearances. In the years since the Hadley's Hope and Fury 161 incidents, the stories of the horrifying extraterrestrial creatures, or X-rays as they called them, were well circulated within the Midnighters. Copies of Space Beast, the banned book by Robert Morse, the only surviving prisoner of Fury, were also shared. While some may have been skeptical at first, once video footage became available and passed around like contraband, the X-rays were more than just stories. Any drop involving the possibility of encountering these creatures became known as a black drop. Captain Kylie Duncan led this black drop, and with company cooperation, Dr. Sora Matsushita was assigned as civilian advisor. Matsushita had also followed stories of these creatures. He devoted the years since the failure on Fury 161 to finding more evidence of the Xenomorph. He began to closely follow evidence of a unique specimen that originated on the Cold Forge station, the Marsalis specimen. He believed there was a good chance this specimen could be found on Charybdis. The Midnighters came highly prepared for the mission, with advanced armor and weaponry. With the assistance of Matsushita, specimens were secured and held within the data storehouses of the site. The aliens were held in aluminum oxynitride cages, specially designed. Synthetic resin, Matsushita says, beaming as he leans out of the office. They won't try to dig out or cut open the floor when they think they made it. If they hit the windows, we can discipline them with halon and liquid nitrogen. The situation, of course, was only seemingly under control for so long. When things went awry, the aliens were let loose on Charybdis and formed their own hive. The colonists on the planet were killed or captured by the Xenomorphs. In the pursuit to control the situation and track down the Marsalis specimen, a power struggle began between Matsushita and Captain Duncan. "Have you seen Marsalis?" the doctor repeats, somewhat more insistently. "Her tracking tag shows her near you." "I don't fucking know, Doc, but I'm going to need you to put an adult on the line. We're low on ammo and right beside a hive, so I need someone helpful." "I have been helpful, Captain Duncan. I arranged for you and your team to be here. My division at WEYLAND-YUTANI gave you half of your weapons. Now is there any sign of my property?" Duncan smirks and makes a jack-off gesture at Lee before pointing to the radio. "Your property? Is this a sex thing?" The outburst is so sudden that Kylie puts the speaker from her ear. "Where is she?" When he shouts, Matsushita's voice creaks like a teenager. "I don't have it, you little asshole," she says, eyeing the path deeper into Charybdis. "The explosion will draw the creatures. Put Cooper on. I'm not going to ask again. You're done calling the shots. Marsalis is the reason we're here, the culmination of a 3-year intelligence operation. I've allowed you to cross the line." "Allowed," she repeats. He gives the speech like he's holding down the trigger. "Yes, allowed. My company found this place, loaned you the toys, gave you access to our data, and secured funding for your platoon. When your boss, Colonel Davis, retires, it will be into our PMC division. Every aspect of your command is in my pocket. Yes, allowed. You think that means you can tell a Marine in the field what to do?" "I know I can. Your mistakes necessitate a cover-up," he says, a quivering calm returning to his voice. "They cost you your platoon and a dropship. You are a failure by any metric. Your command will recognize that." The Charybdis hive was raided, resulting in the deaths of several Marines and aliens, but no capture of the Marsalis specimen. The search for Marsalis continued and further attacks ensued. Within the chaos, Captain Duncan confronted Matsushita, who made his way to the hive, shooting him in the kneecap and leaving him begging for his life. She kicks him as hard as she can. He's spry for a dude who just took a round to the kneecap and tries to compensate with a pair of one-legged hops before falling. He lands across a pile of broken x-rays, fluorescent yellow blood pooled along every ridge and fold. He hits hard enough to splash, and the scream is like breaking glass. He flounders in terror, trying to get away, but stumbles along the slick mounds of corpses, sinking deeper. His flesh is steaming. Every movement covers more of him in rich, clinging acid. His leg disconnects at the knee as he tries to push back from the pile, tendon snapping, and Kylie laughs as loudly as she can. Let it be the last thing he hears. Bones poke through thinning flesh. Muscles cook like ceviche. It probably takes Sora Matsushita 2 minutes to die, but his screams are a memory to treasure for a lifetime. While a pitiful end, it was very interesting to see this character's story expanded upon in the novel. Matsushita was, of course, a very minor character in Alien 3. The character was portrayed by actor Hai Ching and only credited as Company Man, though earlier versions of the script did in fact give him an actual name. In the theatrical version of the film, Matsushita only has one line: "Where's Lieutenant Ripley? Is she still alive?" In the assembly cut of the film, he has an additional line where he explains the embryo removal procedure to Ripley. Additional deleted footage includes one more line from the character, where he asks Aaron if he's seen the Beast, but maybe that's all a story for another day. White's novel really highlighted this character and created so much from such a small seed of opportunity. I think there could be room for more on Matsushita. I think events taking place between Alien 3 and Into Charybdis could be explored, with more of the Doctor's growing obsession and work for Michael Bishop. Though I've talked about this character's nasty fate, there's a lot more to Into Charybdis that I'm still careful about spoiling in case you haven't read it yet. But I highly recommend it, and I feel it's an essential book for Alien fans. Have you read Alien Into Charybdis? Do you feel the same way? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'd like to thank you very much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and be sure to subscribe for all the latest videos from the channel. A very special thanks goes out to Alyssane, Grizz4756, Ronni Jensen, and XenoShadowMorph, Queen Tiers of the Patreon Hive. Thank you to Gregory Ford and John Griggs, the Hive's Praetorians. A very special thanks goes out to Lady Anne in the Ellen Ripley tier of excellence, and in the role of WEYLAND executives, NanashiFx and Sergei Kolobashkin. If you'd like to join the Hive and support the channel, check out my Patreon page for exclusive posts and contests. In the meantime, you can catch up with Alien Theory over social media. Follow at @alien_theory on Twitter and at @alientheoryyt on Facebook and Instagram for more. And until next time, this is Alien Theory, signing off.